rider should pedal about 5 minutes or so. So the body's warmed up and the rider will fall into their natural position as they are on the bike. It's their bike, it's their pedal system they've already used, it's their shoes they've already been using in most cases. If it's a new pair of shoes, trying out a new pair of shoes is okay too. But you'll notice right now that where the cleat is shows that we've got a toe-out feeling situation.
As he rides, you know, if you notice there, this particular pointer points to the back here, and what we're going to end up doing is pulling him to here, stopping him, taking this cleat out, and then adjusting the cleat, letting him go back in, because this is telling us that it should be right there in the middle. That's where the cleat should be on the shoe. Good. We're going to allow you to ride for a little bit, and then once you get a little bit of a warm-up going, then we're going to stop you, and then we're going to adjust these cleats, and then once it's all adjusted, we'll be able to show the viewers exactly how it's changed your riding, the position of the cleat on the bottom of the shoe. So Peter's been riding for about 5 minutes now, and what we're going to do is we're going to have him stop, and we're going to check where his cleat alignment is on his shoe, and we're going to adjust it, we're going to let him ride again, and then we're going to recheck it, okay? So if you look, what's happened is after Peter's been riding for 5 minutes and he's warmed up, if you notice that the cleat is not aligned on the bottom of the shoe where it should be in the middle of this, of the measuring tool, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to grab the back of his heel here, and I'm going to move the cleat on the bottom of the shoe. Notice I didn't move his shoe, I just moved the cleat. Now the cleat is now in the center. So now we know that that cleat is centered on the bottom of that shoe in the correct position. So once I do that, I'm going to have him lift this out, and I'm just going to tighten these cleats here a little bit so that they don't move again. But we're going to put them back into this machine. Okay, now pedal again, Peter. Let's get going again. We're going to let him pedal a little bit more, and then we're going to have him stop in a minute, and we're going to see exactly where that alignment tool is lined up for us. All right, so we just have Peter stop again, but bring it over to 3 o'clock, Pete. Right about there. So if you notice, we're still in the middle, we're right almost in the center again. And that's what we want. So we know that this particular cleat is set up correctly. All right? We would do this on both sides and get the cleat set up exactly the way they should be. And it should give him a better riding position and better feel on the pedal than what he probably felt before. So that's what this CleatMaster will do. Again, spin a little bit more, Peter. Let's make sure we're good. I'm going to do the other side while after he's done with that. Done here is we accomplished what our goal was, is to get the biomechanics of his foot and his cleat and his pedal all in line, and that's what this particular tool allowed us to do, is to line everything up from the cleat on up. And I think that what will happen is this will actually allow his knee and his ankle and his leg to have a better cadence, a more truer cadence, and he won't be using the movement of his foot to actually change the position of his knee if it was out of alignment. So.
Peter, tell me the before and after. Did it make a difference, and what was the process like for you?
Yeah, no, actually I did notice a big difference. What I found was my knee was actually bending out more than it should have been. So when we used the actual tools to adjust the cleat, I found that my knee was pointing a little bit straighter. I was a lot more comfortable. I noticed that I was keeping it a lot straighter. What I find in a lot of my rides, because I don't have it lined up, is that my foot is pointing in or pointing out, and it's pretty uncomfortable. So it was actually a really nice touch. Very easy. Took maybe 10 minutes total.